welcome all of you in today's EVS session. Today we are going to see lesson number 5, Water for Every Household. This lesson is on page number 28 in your textbook. So let's start with this lesson. Children, this picture shows different containers used for storing water at home. We need water all the time. We have to store water in the house so that we can get it when we need it. Earlier, brass and copper pots as well as earthen pots were used to store water. Ask your parents or grandparents for the names by which different pots were known. People also built tanks in their houses to store water. Nowadays, steel or plastic is also used to make different containers for storing water. Care of drinking water. To ensure good hygiene, we must have safe drinking water. If we consume contaminated water, it can cause diseases. That is why we take special care of the water we store for drinking and cooking. We keep the drinking water containers covered. This prevents dust and other rubbish from entering the water. If we dip our hands in the water to take it out, the dirt on our hands can enter the water. So, we use a dipper to take the water and we replace the lid at once. But the best method of taking water is to have a tap on the container. This way, it becomes easier to take the water and it also prevents contamination. When the water is in a container is finished, we wash the container well before refilling it. If we take such care, drinking water remains clean. Children, do you know? Water does not become stale. Some people believe that the previous day's drinking water must be thrown away and fresh water stored every day because the previous day's water becomes stale. But this is a misconception. Throwing away that water amounts to wasting good water. We should use drinking water for other purposes only if we get dirty due to some reason. Large cement or plastic tanks are installed on the roofs of big buildings. Water from these tanks can be piped to the kitchens, bathrooms, toilets in these buildings. When taps are fitted on the pipes, water can be taken or shut off according to the need. This is how water from just one tank can be obtained at several places in a building at the same time. So children, let us conduct one experiment. Do this under adult supervision. Take a plastic bottle, cut off its upper narrow portion. Make 4 small holes on the 4 sides of the bottle near its base. Cut a spent ball pen refill into 4 pieces. Fix one piece into each of the 4 holes tightly. Fill the bottle with water. What will you see? You will see that water flows from all the 4 tubes. And this tells us that using pipes we can distribute water stored in one place to several different places at the same time. Now we are going to see water supply for a human settlement. Lakes, river, reservoirs are our sources of water. They are often at long distances from our houses. It is difficult to collect water from such distant places. Besides, we cannot be sure that the water can be used as it is for drinking. That is why a large water source is identified near a settlement. Water from it is brought through large pipes to a common place. There, the water is made safe for drinking. This is called purification of water. Arrangements are made to distribute this water all over the town or city. This is called distribution of water. Water tanks at a height. We know that water flows downwards, but if we want to lift water upward, we have to use some force. To do that, we need to use a machine. Machines used for lifting water are called pumps. Pumps run on diesel or electricity. Before electricity was discovered, it was not possible to raise water to very great heights. But electric pumps can help us to do so. Hence, water can be filled in tanks at a height, water and towers, and supplied from there to towns and cities. Such tanks are used to store the water that leaves the water purification plant. According to need, water is released from these tanks through big pipes. This pipe branches out into many smaller pipes which lead to water to different areas around the large water tank. In a particular area, the pipe branches out into smaller and smaller pipes which take water to every house. In some places, there are 2 or 3 common taps for the whole area. People living in that area come there to fill water for their families. Children, we know that human beings cannot live without water. Hence, it is necessary to have a source of water as close as possible to where we live. That is why in olden days cities grew on the banks of big rivers. There are many such cities in our country. Delhi is capital of our country. It is situated on the banks of the river Yamuna in North India. Patna on the banks of Ganga in Bihar and Nasik in Maharashtra on the banks of Godavari are the other examples of such ancient cities. Even today, in some places, water is drawn from wells or bore wells for use at home, but it needs to be ensured that the water is potable. If it is not, then it should be boiled for the purpose of drinking, so that it will not endanger our health. In some places, water is supplied by transporting it by means of tankers. Many people are engaged in work of water purification, storage and distribution. Electricity or diesel are used to run the machines for these purposes. A lot of money is spent for this work. Hence, potable water proves to be an expensive substance. We must take care of water just as we take care of our other valuables. We must not allow stored tap water to be wasted or become contaminated. So, what should we do to use water without wastage? 1. If the water you have taken in a mug to wash your face is left over, will you throw it away or keep it to use later? You can use that water for other purposes, like you can use that water for your plants. You can water your plants with that remaining water. So children, the garden is to be watered. Tap water and well water are both available. So make sure that which water you can use for garden. In this chapter we have studied that we need water continually. So we store water at home. A lid and tap on water container help to keep the water clean and make it easier to use. If drinking water is not potable, it can cause diseases. Therefore, special care must be taken of drinking water. Cities and towns have water purification centers and distribution systems. If we use water from other sources, we should ensure that it is potable. Obtaining potable water involves labor as well as expense. Water should be stored properly and used carefully. So children, always remember water is valuable. Take good care of it. So children, in this week we have studied the lesson water for every household. Now you will underline all the difficult words from this lesson and write it 3 times in your notebook. Thank you. Bye.